Hello and welcome! My name is achivement and this is my Let's Play series of Europa Universalis IV, where we are playing as Denmark. Last time we tried to take Eastfrisia here, but that didn't really work out. We ended up losing both of our allies because Pomerania defended Eastfrisia, while Novgorod got into a war with Muscovy. And we didn't really have any strength to reply to that during that war, so we ended up losing both of our allies. Pomerania got severely beaten by Brandenburg, and Friesland sniped East Frisia. So all in all we got out of this whole war thing was some money. So that wasn't good. And it also severely limits our options currently. From our missions, improving our prestige doesn't seem likely right now, getting the 50 prestige. I mean, we have to actually get 71, and I don't think there is any single war that can do that. Then there's Danish trade, and we just cannot deal with the HRE now, and I don't even think we could be able to deal with the Teutonic Order or Lübeck even on their own right now, especially because Lübeck has the whole trade league thing going on for them, so we would have to fight all of these guys, and probably also Austria, yeah. And Ursel, kind of the same problem. We could probably deal with the Livonian Order on their own, but Lithuania and the Teutonic Order as well? No, I don't think so. So right now we are kind of limited in our options, so we'll just have to wait and see. One thing we could try to do is prey on our former ally of Pomerania. Of course we have a truce with them because of the end of the alliance. So, but I think I will try to do a claim on their provinces. We will probably have to pay the one stability because we are in a royal marriage with them. But we do need to get some more provinces because we can't really start taking over Norway before we have, as I understand this tooltip anyway, we can't integrate them as long as we have fewer provinces than them. So we need to do something. Of course, Pomerania is still within the HRE, so that's that whole thing. So maybe it would be better to just get another claim maybe on Mecklenburg, Brandenburg allies. What about Bremen? Allied with Hamburg and Lübeck. Saxe-Lauenburg, Bohemia, Pomerania, Verden. What about Hamburg? Trade League and Riga, Bremen. Lübeck themselves has the whole trade league thing. Friesland. Friesland is probably the most likely, but it does still require Austria to be out. I think I will start building a spy network on them though, and maybe get a claim on the other one. The other one of their provinces, so that if we do get to war with them, we can go both of them for cheap. We also left our administrative technology because I hadn't decided on an idea group yet, and I still really haven't. So our next ruler has no admin, so I think it will be between a diplomatic or a military group. We are behind on military, but we are getting a fairly okay ruler next, so we could do a military idea. The options there would then be either, I think quantity is probably not the best. I think quality would be better. I'm sorry, the other way around. Quality isn't. It's a really nice group, but we would need the manpower more. Of course, there's also offensive or defensive we can take, but that doesn't really help with the whole manpower thing. I think quantity could be pretty good for us, for the manpower, for the land maintenance modifier cost, and some extra land force limits just to give us some extra punch. The other idea is probably influence. It would give us more income from our vassals. It would give us cheaper annexation, which is pretty important, which we have to annex both Norway and Sweden. So that might be an idea. Also, the aggressive expansion is nice. I think actually influence is probably the way to go. It could also help with the land. It won't help with manpower, but it will help with some extra force limit. It will help some extra income. It would help with like I think almost it will pay for itself from the diplomatic annexation cost. So I might actually go that route, especially because well, diplomatic tech isn't really that important to start with, so but we don't have a lot of points though. So I think it's a bit of a toss-up. It's too like even if you wanted to establish colonies, which isn't really the focus of this campaign anyway, exploration is probably too early for Denmark, as it will take quite a few years before we can even get over here. So I don't really see other diplomatic ideas being really good for us right now. Diplomacy is always nice, but it's not really giving us something concrete right now. So I think it's between influence and quantity. So yeah. But in both cases, we are behind on tech, although military we have soon. I think I will wait a little bit and see what happens before I decide. Both of them definitely. I think probably influence is the way to go. Although we could really use some more manpower. Influence would give us more money and it would make it cheaper. And we are, well, not close, but fairly close to, well, 40 years. We could probably get influence by that time. When do we get the next idea group? I forget. We get it at level 7, so we will probably get the next idea group before we have to integrate Norway. Ooh, we got a cardinal. Very nice. That means we can now influence. Do we want to do that? I think I would rather wait. I like the poke. It's gonna help us out that much anyway. So once again, we're just kind of in a waiting position. Denmark has quite a shitty starting position because, well, I already explained it. Sweden is kind of blocking their expansion to the east. I'm pretty sure we can't do. No, we can't do claims. So we can't expand that way. Then there is Livonian Order, but they are always allied with a lot of the neighboring states, which made it hard. All of the Germany are protected by the Emperor. So it's kind of hard in the beginning. So we'll just have to be patient. Let's get military tech. And now the Livonian Order, it's our rivals. Okay, what do we want? What do we want? Do we want to do more morale damage or more? I think I'm gonna go for the longbow, just because it keeps our men in the field longer with the extra morale defense. We'll also get some more manpower from this. And now Lübeck is being annoying. What people do we have? We can't change before 69. So 10 years we can change. I think we're gonna change Bohemia, or possibly over to Livonian, or maybe Lithuania. Because we do want to get into war with the Livonian Order at some point. They do have some pretty nice territory here that we can claim via Gotland. The only problem right now is that they have pretty strong allies and I have none. How are we doing with Brandenburg? They are actually likely to accept an alliance right now. So I think I will do that. because we do need an alliance, and Brandenburg could help us against most people that we are interested in. So getting some. Do we want a long term? We do want a long term relationship. We do need to get rid of, and Pomerania would ally with us again, but they're only a 2 province minor now. But they are already taking up a slot, so I'm not sure. There's a big chance they'll end up in a fight with either Teutonic Order or Brandenburg, though. So yeah, we don't want to make our new friends in Brandenburg mad. Land technology is useless. No, it's not. But prestige sure is. No, it's not. But it's the least useful of those two. Ooh, remove Hamburg from the map. So Hamburg. Of course, we will still have the whole Austria thing. It is mostly smaller countries that would defend them. So, were it not for stupid Austria, I think there would be no problem. But again, I cannot fight Austria, so we'll have to wait until Austria is engaged otherwise. So I don't want to commit to the mission right now. Well, there's no reason to take the idea groups as long as we're not. I do kind of want the trade efficiency from this one, so we are gonna wait. I'm thinking that we should mothball the navy. Nah, might as well use the little superiority we have at sea. They are claiming Gotland, and the nobility is gaining influence. The state is not the sole source of influence in our country. Over the last few decades, the charismatic champion of the nobility has successfully managed to increase the power of leading families of the nobility over most of the institutions of our country. Contacts and privileges can be powerful things, especially combined with ambition. And the clergy expired, so but the nobility is now up to 80%. I think it will, probably expire before it expires in 5 years. The diet, in which case they will go back to 5 years. Is only, what is that? Only 60 months. Isn't that right? Yeah. So it should be okay. Just recall the diplomat. What else do we need to work on with our diplomats? I might as well work a little. Sweden and Norway are both liking us pretty much. They are in war with England again. Scotland. That's probably the end of England or Scotland, which will be make it so much harder to get into England. I don't think we'll be able to convince the French to be our allies. We might improve relations with the Austrians, just to make them less likely to be mad at us if we do get lucky to take some of the HRE. Other diplomat, I don't really know what to do with him. I guess it wouldn't hurt to build up some spy network on the Livonian Order. Again, it's kind of the same thing. If one of the allies, especially if like Lithuania, Teutonic Order get into a big fight, possibly even Poland taking over Lithuania and then going to war with Teutonic Order, which is definitely a thing that could happen. That might give us the possibility of going against the Livonian Order. So at this point, we just need to keep our options open. Might be time to go to speed 5, just to pass some more time. New Pope Disputed succession with Corfu. I really need to get rid of Pomeranians. The royal tile there, you could use that that slot for something else. Well, we could build a church. Might as well do that in Chilean. Get some more money flowing in. And let's just build one more. Seems like Skåne is the best option. See, we are following you, right? So we would get a... What about you? Let's get you marked. Let's get you marked. Let's get you marked. So we should hear if any of them goes to war. And we lost a military advisor. I think I'm just gonna go for the morale of armies guy. I think I'm gonna have to disable that music. I don't like it. I like this classical music here much more. Muscovy announced Lithuania as their new rival. Maybe we could get something going with Muscovy. Let's get the claim here and then take you home. Pretty sure, yeah, Austria still. Let's just improve with Muscovy. Yeah. No new missions. Nothing really new happening. Merchant effects. Our use of mercantilist policies are proving frustrating for some of our merchants, causing them to affect our country. So we can either gain an absent merchant and one mercantilism, or we can gain some trade efficiency, but lose a mercantilism. Shotgun versus long-term gain. How are we with mercantilism anyway? Have like 10%. I think I'm just gonna go for the short term. Get some more money now. But truce with Novgorod has expired. It's not like we can press anything over there anyway, so... Are you still allied with all of them? Yes, you are. Austria, not at war. Someone please go to war with Austria. France, I'm looking at you. Burgundy, I'm looking at you. Venice. Someone. Castile. Help us out a little bit here. Might as well get that for the trade efficiency. See if we end up with some nice bonus here. Oh, very nice income now. Could of course also go with some trade ideas. It will be a while before we make anything from it though. We don't really have use for those merchants yet, so I still think it's between influence and then either quantity or probably offensive for the siege ability here, and of course discipline. So offensive, quantity, or influence is still what I'm thinking. Friesland. Well, I don't really care about their opinion. I do care about taking the land though. But it requires Austria to go away. At least go do something. And we can build some more churches. Do we have anything here? I think we'll build the marketplace in Zealand. That might be worth it to get some more trade income here in Lübeck. Accumulate money. Let's do that one. We're gaining us some prestige, and we're just waiting around anyway. Could of course cancel this. Let's just keep it. So, I think I'm gonna stop this episode here. Unfortunately, nothing much has happened. We're kind of in a waiting position. There's no real good move for us. Like we could try Livonia in order, of course. We could try and see if we could grab Friesland before Austria has time to respond, but it might as well end in a disaster for us. So I think I'd rather play it safe, especially because we don't have to do that much in this campaign. If we could get France to help us with England, it could be pretty easy. Oh, they actually even ended up signing a white peace with Scotland, it seems. Why didn't we hear about that? I'm just gonna set England and Scotland as special interests, since they are pretty much special interests for me, since they're the point of this whole thing. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode, even though nothing really happened. If you did, consider hitting the like button and subscribing to my channel. It helps me out a lot with growing the channel. Also, please feel free to comment or give any suggestions. Unfortunately, because there's kind of pressed for time, I will be doing a lot of episodes pretty close together, so I'm not sure I can respond to a comment before in a few episodes, but all input is still very welcome. Hope to see you next time, and until then, have a good day.